So, what do you think worsened the situation for Rhea?
I honestly can't answer that. I mean, I think about this. I think all of us think about this every night till date before we go to sleep. That could we have done something differently? Could something have been done that all this could have been avoided? But and the only image that keeps coming to my mind is the shock when it became very real. And I think that image also went very viral. And when she was walking out and all the journalists were shoving the mics in her face and the cameras, when she came back home that day, I mean, nobody knows this. Sorry, give me a second. She had bruises all over her arms. She had bruises on her face because people had shoved her. Cameras were literally, sorry. That image is very brutal. When I go back to that moment, I don't want to, none of us want to relive it. And that was very real. That made it very real that, oh no, this is not ending. This is just beginning. This is just starting. And I remember feeling completely helpless, not knowing what to do. And I remember looking at her. I was with her mom. We were both watching the TV together. And that face that I saw, I'm a mother. I will never forget the face that I saw, the reaction that I saw, the way she fell down on the floor. And I'm sorry, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. It was the most devastating moment, I think, of their lives and also of something that I witnessed personally. And then what followed later was, I don't have words for it.
And when the very first allegations came on Rhea, were you all together? Were you also around when the very
I mean,
first?
I was around them. I don't think, I don't know, I don't remember if we were sitting together in the moment this happened, but yes, we were constantly in touch. We were talking and like I said, there was a lot of disbelief first, right? None of us could process it that where does this come from? This is a loving family. This was a loving relationship. I mean, the person who's gone, everybody is grieving. We are grieving the loss of, well, not really given a chance to grieve properly, but everybody was coming to terms with what has just happened. How did this happen?
Yes.
How did this happen? And I remember the confusion. I remember the pain. I remember how shattered Rhea was, Shovik was, Indrajit was, Sandhya was. They all treated him like family. He treated them like family. They were a unit. And to lose a part of your unit is brutal. And to not be given a chance to even grieve that person is even more brutal. I don't know what could be worse. So I was around and I saw how they broke down. I saw the devastation that was already happening with them internally. Their mental health was already suffering, and it just snowballed from there.
So also, while Rhea lost a loved one, there was this also, these allegations, this media trial that happened, which was too much for her to deal with. At that time, as a friend, to what extent could you be there for her, and to what extent did you feel helpless?
I often think about this as what Rhea went through was unprecedented. I don't think anybody in this country has seen what happened. And if it had happened, I mean, I don't wish this on an enemy. If this would have, but if this had happened to somebody who was probably more powerful, who had more affluent friends or circles that they move in, they could have dealt with it better. I feel that Rhea needed an army, and all she had was foot soldiers. And it was so helpless. That feeling was so helpless to see them be their life being ripped apart, see the whole family being destroyed, devastated, and not being able to really do anything except just be there and hold them through it and just do whatever they want. And they wanted to lead with grace. Like I told you, when that moment happened and, she came home bruised, I clicked pictures. I wanted to put it out there on social media. And the whole family said, no, we don't want to create any drama. We just want this to end. We want to be able to grieve. We want this to get over with. We don't want to extend it. Do not put these images out there. So I respected their wishes. I didn't put it out there, but I still have those images on my phone. And I don't obviously revisit them, but I'm saying that this is the grace that they were showing, just a very small anecdote of how they were so graceful and so strong and so resilient through it all, knowing that, okay, we've got the truth on our side and it's going to prevail. And thank you to the judiciary that the truth has prevailed. I'm so glad that my faith is reinstated in the judiciary of our country. And I'm so, so grateful that they've given a justice.
Was there ever a moment or time where people around you told you कि अरे तुम इस केस में मत पड़ो, ये तुम भी फंस जाओगी?
All the time, everybody, I mean, everybody from family, friends to random people to I don't know. I also used to all of us there were a handful of us girl
Yes.
gang. Rhea had a girl gang, an army of
Yes.
Durgas who was standing with her and their significant others. But like Anisha, me, Rhea, Shibani, like there were 4, 5 of us, and we used to just think that you know what, we have no choice but to tide this through with her. We have to hold her hand, and you know, it's so funny how much strength they used to give us in this. Looking at them, we would feel stronger. We knew that we were very little, we were a handful, but we know that together we could be a fist. And that's what we became. And I'm just so grateful and lucky that we went through it. There were many moments when we thought that how will we come out of it? How do we fight this? You know, is there something that we can do? We were begging and pleading people to, you know, talk for us, talk about Rhea, that people who have known her, people who have known the family, to talk about how lovely and wonderful they are as people. But I guess nobody wanted to talk. There was a wave of hatred, and everybody was riding that. Nobody wanted to really focus on what is the truth. And everybody just wanted this lovely person to hate during COVID. And they found her, unfortunately. She became the scapegoat.